Kanye exposes a huge double standard in society by Antonio Talks. Kanye is on tour right now. I've been seeing him on TikTok. Bro, I didn't even know he was on tour, and his shit still sold out. Holy fuck, hey, let's check this video out though.
So Kanye West is trending again, and he's back in the headlines. He dropped a new album, and he also did a performance in LA that did great. He made $33 million in total, and this begs the question of like, is Kanye really canceled? Now, even with them making all this money from this concert and seeming to be positive within the light of everyone, the UK government canceled his show in their country. And however you feel about this, this shows the double standard that we see within society. They banned him because of his anti-Semitic remarks, him making that Nazi song that we see all the biggest use, and seeming to idolize Hitler is goofy to me. And I hate black people that also get behind that narrative of like Hitler liking black people too. No, he didn't like Jews that are white. You think he fucked with black people? And was also black people that died in the Holocaust. So stop parroting that damn ideology around. But on the other hand, he did say a lot of real shit about Jews that, in my opinion, weren't anti-Semitic. We'll get to that later. But let's go back to 2018, 2019. We started to see him hang around Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. He was wearing White Lives Matter shirt, and he said something that, you know, triggered a lot of black folks. Slavery was a choice. Now, at the time, I don't really think I cared too much about anything in the political realm. But when I heard this, I was like, damn, bro, he tweaking. But as I look back at it now with a little bit of nuance, maybe this plays into how I feel about religion. I think religion held black people down. It kept us stagnant. It still keeps us this way. But I could see during that time, a lot of my ancestors was like, okay, man, God gotta come save us. God gotta come save us. And maybe that's the point he was going at. I don't know. But also that theory couldn't work as well because we was fighting back. We had slave rebellions. Shout out to Nat Turner. We had a lot of things going on. We was rebellious. And I feel like the strategy he took was on some raccoon shit, because why not address the systemic things? Why put the blame onto our people for, you know what I'm saying, being brainwashed and manipulated? And after saying all these things, like he wasn't canceled. He could still perform. He still had good relations with a lot of these music executives. But then, y'all, he started talking about the Jewish community. And what he was saying was like, some of these Jewish people, they own these record companies that promote degeneracy to our youth. It's songs about killing people, sex, drugs. And I mean, he's not wrong. We have some amazing artists out here that actually can rap using real lyricism, but they'll never blow up. Positive rap and, you know, things that we shouldn't glorify are not pushed out. But you know what is? The bullshit. And who's over these?
Yeah, positivity doesn't sell. You know what does sell? Negativity. Negativity sells, bro. And that's why a lot of people, you know, resort to it. Not results. Well, yeah, a lot of people go towards that path of like rapping about drugs, money, objectifying women. And that's because that's quote unquote in style right now. That's what's selling. That's what's getting clicks. That's what's getting likes. Now, can I tell you why that's the reason? No, I couldn't. Maybe Antonio can, but I can't. I can't.
Companies that push out the bullshit. That's what he was saying.
Now, I'm gonna say some anti-Semitic shit. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. 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 That's the real anti-Semitic shit that the Jewish people get paid off of. Now let me little Apple move. Then we want me on Apple right now. How many people want to bet their house that content is not within the first 3 songs on Apple Rap Music?
Hey.
So they're gonna have to take my life before they take my people.
I don't think there's anything anti-Semitic about what he just said right there. That's just facts to me. Everybody loves to point the blame at the black community like, oh, why y'all so fucked up? Why you this and that? But like I said, we're pretty much still fresh off of slavery. We're fresh off of Jim Crow. We're fresh off the crack epidemic. We're fresh off of redline. We're fresh off of all of these things. And then we got outside sources, you know what I'm saying, fucking up our community as well. So I do applaud Kanye in that aspect for calling that out. I don't support the bullshit with him making a Nazi song, but it did prove his point once he...
Man, hell no, I don't support that shit either. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely still think, like, before I even go in depth about this real quick, it's everybody in the world, then it's Kanye. Get it? It's everybody in the world, then it's Kanye. Kanye is a outlier like fuck. He is an outlier he's the black sheep. Kanye is something else. But I think Kanye's approach to certain situations is very ignorant. And it's like, he can go about some shit so much better, but you know, he got the mental health involved, and wife left him, a lot of shit, controversial shit around his daughter, I believe. I be seeing a little shit. This is,
he started speaking like that and making those songs, nigga, he got And just to even go back to the UK government, man, I find them so hypocritical because these are the same people that held the BAFTA Awards. And at the BAFTA Awards, y'all, as we all know, the whole situation with the white man calling everybody the N-word back there. He was saying it to all of the staff members. But the crazy thing is, y'all, during the whole BAFTA Awards, it was pre-recorded. So they could have cut out the N-word. But they didn't because these people don't care about disrespect towards black people. Anti-blackness is worldwide and it's pretty much respected. Nobody cares if you be racist to us. They don't give a fuck. And another crazy thing, y'all, they cut out anti-Semitic remarks during that goddamn show. You know another thing they cut out? Homophobic remarks. Shout out to the LGBTQ community, but that is another group of people that you can't disrespect. But it seems like black people are the only ones that can just, we the only ones that can take the disrespect, dog.
Yeah.
It's truly infuriating to me, man. And if you're not black, bro, you maybe don't understand, but we getting tired of that shit. So I'm gonna cap out.
Yeah, Antonio, I get exactly what you. I get exactly
this situation by saying this. Me personally, I'm not buying any tickets to go to his shows. I'm not paying for his music. I ain't even listened to his album. But I do want to say that he did bring out a double standard, whether he knew it or not. You could talk about black people in a negative light. You could downplay things that we went through. And guess what? When you do these things, you will gain money. You will gain fame. Look at all these white people in 2026, 2025 saying the N-word and raising millions of dollars. Nobody cares. But turn around and you say things about other communities. Like I said, LGBTQ, I love y'all. This is nothing against y'all. But you do see that weight is held when things are said about you guys.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
with the Jewish.
Even with the Jaden Ivey situation, I believe that's his name. The guy from the Pistons. Was he on the Pistons? He was on one of those teams in the NBA. He just got kicked off the NBA for saying some LGBTQ remarks, some derogatory remarks, and he got kicked out. He got released by the team. Now, do I think he should have said the shit he said? Fuck no. I don't like how he was saying it. A lot of things he was saying was very hypocritical. He's a Christian, and he was basically saying you all are sinners. God only made men to be with man. I'm not man. God only made man to be with woman and woman to be with man. And they kicked him out for that shit, bro. Like, and I get what Antonio's saying because let's say somebody says some racial remarks, it would have just been swept under the rug, most likely. It wouldn't have probably been taken as serious as the LGBTQ remark.
Community. You can't go around saying shit about these folks. And I truly just hate how anti-blackness is downplayed, bro. Like, we gotta, I don't know how we gotta stop it, bro, but it needs to stop. Now, another thing I want to talk about, man, is a situation that I've been seeing a lot in New York. The Jewish community in this area, like, it seems like there's a lot of scamming going on, right? And I need to bring it up because they affected my black folks.
Over 3,500 cases of deed theft, not in the West Bank, in Brooklyn. People are tricked into losing equity and ownership of their own houses. This shit is happening in broad daylight.
These guys are trying to scam my boy out his property. Look.
We can do inspection of the house.
Ain't no inspection. You don't own the house.
This is a court order.
They get court order. No.
Deed theft to the New York Attorney General's office has more than tripled over the last few years. It's essentially when someone steals your house, often by forging the deed.
Can you tell me a little bit about the story of what's going on here?
Sure, absolutely. Well, what's happening is that this is a form of deed theft by conservatorship, guardianship that he mentioned. The conservatorship was in the state of Georgia. Georgia signed off with these shell developers and signed off and said that the property they sold the property. It was in litigation. It was in court. They discontinued the case, and then they went amongst each other and signed off and said that they sold the property for whatever amount, and then they came into my house and broke in and said we're the new owners of the property, right?
Wow.
And then that's when the series of stuff have started with saying, no, this is a deed theft case. Like, how does a conservative from Georgia able to sign off without petitioning the state of New York for a sale? None of those things were done. But because they thought that we wouldn't know, we're not educated enough, we don't have legal representation, proper legal representation, they were able to do it. And every time we went in front of the courts, we were being denied because they're compromised. These developers know the judges.
That's crazy.
So even up to the appellate, and that's when I decided we're gonna stay down. I went to the appellate, one of the highest courts, and I said, I need you to just stay in eviction and allow me to argue my case. The lady said to me, I'll allow you to argue your case, but they're going forward with the eviction. I said, what?
What?
I said, wait. I said, what? I said, at that point, I came home, I see my president, he was standing right here. I said, we get ready to do a 24-hour takeover. That's it. Like, if you
More
not
power to
allowing
you.
me, if you telling me that, this is what we about to
Yeah,
do.
bro.
And that's exactly what we do.
told her, I want to say I don't promote violence, man, but a lot of this shit, bro, like all this protesting, people doing peaceful protesting, bro, this shit not doing nothing. It's what these folks want you to do. I say this all the time, man, but sad to say, if nobody is losing their life or these people are not losing money, ain't shit gonna change. I just seen these No King protest shit. These people protesting on a Saturday. No business is open. Y'all ain't hurting nobody money. After these protests, these people going to Starbucks, going to goddamn Chick-fil-A, going to McDonald's.
Them niggas
Y'all
going about they day.
fucking performative as hell. You gotta, like I say, bro, you gotta start making these hard decisions. Stop spending money with these folks. Stop spending out so much. You know what I'm saying? It start with the little shit, bro. Like I said, I've been trying to take it upon myself to stop spending so much money. Bro, I cook everything at home. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting into gardening. I'm trying to grow my own food. Like anything to go against these big corporations, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to trading with each other. Things of that nature, bro. Because all of this like peaceful protest and then you go right back and just give money to them is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, and even like with this situation specifically, bro, like, man, y'all got to stand on it, dog. Like, don't leave. That's why I think we need to try to get more information about this story. This is messed up what they're doing to this lady.
This house been in our family for 60 years. This was my great uncle's and my grandmother's house is right there. We had two houses.
Wow.
60 years.
Look what they do to people living 60 years
60
here.
60 years, yeah. And don't you get tired of hearing that story all the time?
I'm tired of hearing it.
Me too. This used to be a thriving black community.
Every time we had our own shit, bro, that's what I'm saying. Every time we got together and did our own things, got a black community thriving, motherfuckers come in and fuck with it, bomb it. You know what I'm saying? Another situation right here, bro. They build a goddamn rail highway over the shit. It's the same story over and over. And we see it happening again in New York. And can't let this shit happen again.
This used to be a thriving. Why? We got to take our stuff back. No more. That is not going to be the storyline anymore. It has to stop.
Yeah, I 100%
we thank
agree.
you. We thank you for what you do.
So speaking of New York, man, I want to talk about one more situation. This is something that happened a few weeks ago. I was going to make this a whole entire video, but the mayor of New York, Zohran Mamdani, his wife ended up having some tweets where she was saying the N-word.
New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani's wife, Rama, has deactivated an old X account after a series of posts in which she praises Palestinian terrorists, and one social media post that apparently shows her using the N-word have resurfaced. The account reportedly came down on Thursday, just one day after the Washington Free Beacon claimed.
But it's just a word. It's just a word. Why should we get so sensitive about this word? Okay.
To have her old posts. One of these X posts also shows she uses what appears to be an abbreviation of the F slur. Another social media post that the Washington Free Beacon apparently found shows the New York City First Lady.
She says, hell yeah, nigga, super duper genius, excuse you.
Allegedly using the N-word. She also blasted the U.S. military via Tumblr. You can pause to read right now. Mayor Mamdani defended his wife last week during a conference after she liked several anti-Israel posts about October 7th, 2023, and he told reporters she's a private citizen who has never held any position within his administration. We have reached out to Mamdani's reps for comment. So far, no word back.
Someone commented, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty bad. Somebody replying, she was 15 to 16 years old. At 15 to 16 years old, my nigga, I knew not to use slurs. Like, what are we talking?
That's what I'm saying. Does that make it okay? Does that make it right? Does that make it okay? She was 16, you know, like, I swear, bro, these racist niggas always just fucking find an excuse for somebody. Like, it don't matter if it's fucking President Trump, they'll find an excuse. Somebody can blatantly say and call somebody the N-word and they'll find something. They'll find something to excuse it. That's the problem, though. Like, it's no accountability. You know, it's just always just some bullshit. It's actually irritating.
About, you know, right from wrong at 15 to 16, bro. I would be canceled if you went through my Twitter when I was 15. Once again, bro, motherfuckers justifying it, man. And basically what this perpetrates is like, everyone says that they have a racist phase. Like all of these different groups of people, white, Arab, whatever, they go through racist phases against black people. I guess it's the normal thing. And it's just like, it's so peculiar to black people because we don't have these types of phases. Like we don't have a phase of being racist to white people. We don't have a phase of being racist to Mexicans. We don't have a phase of being racist to Arabs. We don't have it's just mind-boggling to me that all these communities have an anti-black phase, bro. What the fuck? And it's at the expense of us. We're just supposed to get over it. In 2013, she was 15 years old. Here we go. 2013, she was 15 to 16. I like her more now. It just is what it is at this point, bruh. And, you know, we got to realize that we have no type of friend. You know, in the grand scheme of things, we have no allies. Black people will always have to just have black people's back. Nobody else is going to do it for us. Even a tweet that I came across, as you can see, it says, no Vietnamese ever called me, you know, the N-word. And this was during like the 1960s, and they was trying to send, you know, all my black people to war. And I guess a Vietnamese person commented N-word. I mean, like, it's this is funny, but it's not funny. And it just shows like we really have no allies, bro. Everybody anti-black. And also a Vietnamese person ended up commenting. They said the Vietnamese word for N-word is Moi Den, means black barbarian or burnt roof, both of which are extremely vile racist slurs for black people. So I'm saying this, I'm like, damn, we're not even in Vietnam.
Like, we can't even understand the fucking slur. Like, that's how globally black people are looked down upon. Like, we don't even understand what this nigga's saying, and it's still a slur. Just in a different language, obviously, but it's just like, damn, my nigga, y'all so worried about us, nigga, we don't even know y'all niggas, you know?
You would think that black people did what these colonizers did to them. We didn't do shit to them, but it's so much anti-blackness directed towards us. Someone replied with this: what are the slurs for white people since they bombed your country for decades? And I'm like, man, let me get out of like now. Like, for real, dog, it's crazy. Obviously, every person that's not black isn't racist, but within a lot of y'all cultures, man, it's anti-black as hell, dog. And I think addressing that first, bro, we can move forward. But that's it for this video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. If y'all want to,
hey man, shout out to Antonio Talks, great video, bro. This shit was very deep, I'm not gonna lie, man. A lot of racist remarks and just little anti-blackness shit needed to stop. I mean, Kanye kind of proved the little double standard Antonio was talking about. Great video, bro. If you enjoyed this video though, leave a like. Let me know what y'all thought about it, man. And that's gonna do it for this video. I love y'all boys, man, and girls. Until next time, we up out of here. Peace.